Welcome to Money Talks, a weekly feature on FM 93.5 The Berg and WMEG AM 740. Today we will talk just a little bit about money, maybe some of the things you can do with it, how it can impact your life, some ideas on financial planning and investing, and getting the most out of the money you hope to have, already have, or want to pass down. So sit back, relax, listen, and maybe take some notes, as you may have some questions by the time we're done with this edition of Money Talks. Good morning, Dan Joss. How are you today?
Doing well, thank you.
Good. Glad to hear it. So, we've been talking about all sorts of things for a while now.
Yep.
And you're a financial advisor with lots of alphabet letters after your name because you've gone to all these classes and schools and trainings and certifications. But we've never really touched on why someone would want to hire you. Why should somebody hire you or any other financial advisor in general?
Well, there's several reasons. One would be just to get organized.
To get organized.
Yeah, one of the things I do with all my new clients is have them, as much as they want to share, give me statements and goals and all kinds of things about their life, tax returns, insurance declaration pages, and the like. And they say, oh, this is kind of nice to help me get organized. And so we start with where they're at, and part of that is organization.
Okay, yeah, because if you don't know where you are, you could be anywhere.
That's right. So some advisors in the industry call it a get organized meeting.
Okay.
Some call it a get to know you meeting. Others say let's just meet and talk and see where you're at. But organization is one of the primary reasons to hire an advisor.
So doesn't that require a certain level of transparency? Because at some point, I'm speaking hypothetically here.
Someone you know.
Couldn't someone be like, oh, I don't want somebody to know how disorganized I am? Is that the person who should be coming to you anyway?
That could be one of the reasons to hire an advisor.
Okay.
Because if you don't know where you're at or what you're trying to do, an advisor can help.
Okay.
It's kind of like a dentist. If your teeth are messed up, you should see a dentist.
But you don't want...
And usually there's a pain in your mouth that causes you, but sometimes disorganization can go on for years.
Okay. And you probably don't want to wait for the pain to show up in your financial realm to discover how disorganized you are.
That's right. Pain in your financial life can be very painful.
Right. I mean, it could be an IRS audit. It could be paying for your kid's college. It could be a death in the family or any number of things.
Right. Something will cause you to say, oh, wait a minute. I should get this straight in my life.
Right. But at that point, it might be a little late.
Right. Well, in an organization meeting, will help you get organized to see how much pain you have, maybe.
Right.
But there's other reasons to hire an advisor, too.
Okay. But I don't want to leave this one yet.
Good.
Because if someone is organized and they walk in and they've got everything indexed and in a notebook and a binder and it's perfect, you're going to give them a pat on the back and say, nice job?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Because they know where they're at. And sometimes there's a difference between, when you say client, are they organized? Sometimes in terms of families or couples, one of them does the organization. And so when they meet with me, the other sees how well they're organized.
Or how not well they're organized.
Well, we were talking about the ones that are organized.
Okay, yeah. the ones that were organized. Okay.
And so that's an information sharing, which is just as valuable as getting organized. It's one spouse telling the other or showing the other that we are in a good position.
Okay, which is sort of like accountability.
That's right.
Okay.
And that's a second reason to hire an advisor, is to be accountable to some other professional.
Okay.
For whatever you want to be accountable for.
Right, because there could be somebody who, a spouse in a relationship who doesn't know anything about finances, and so they're not going to hold you as accountable as someone who knows what they're doing with finances.
Right.
Okay.
We have a goal, and we can measure your progress towards that goal, or nudge you along to have you do things you're not inclined to do, or point you in the right direction and say, let's start doing these things this year or this month or whatever it is.
Okay.
And then regularly meet up and say, to check in on that progress.
Right. And I would imagine that as a financial person, you're somewhat objective compared to just a spouse who could be, what do you mean you haven't been putting money away for my birthday present? You should be saving that money every month.
That's right. What is good? Oh, we're okay. Well, what is okay? And objectively, we can say, this is, across the industry averages, or you are really doing well, or here's a few places that we can improve.
Okay, good. And that would lead to someone being proactive in what they need to do.
That's right. We don't want to always be in a position of reacting to bad things that happen. We want to get ahead of the game and make things happen.
Okay. And as a financial advisor, a financial consultant, then you can probably educate people on what they don't know.
That's a lot of the work that we do.
Okay.
Is bring information and education to the client.
Good. So it's almost like a little partnership you've got going there, but all you do is offer advice. You don't really have a say-so in the outcome of the partnership. So that's a good partnership.
It is. I do partner with clients, and whether some meetings are more education or some are accountability or some are just conversation about what we want to do, it is kind of neat to partner. And not just me partnering with the client or the two or three of us partnering together. It's really setting in motion things that we want to do to achieve a better life for us. And
Right.
then me working with other partners in that relationship. So bankers, insurance providers, tax preparers, estate planning attorneys.
It's good. But you're just a flat fee. You're not taking a percentage of their income or anything. You're just a flat fee guy.
I have different arrangements.
Okay.
Some are a percentage of the value of the portfolio. Some
Okay.
are hourly. That depends on the arrangement that we have.
Okay. Well, good.
But it's not a referral fee or a commission of any kind.
Right. Okay. Well, good. All right. Well, this has been Dan Joss and Greg Granger for another exciting episode of Money Talks.
Thank you.
If somebody wants to reach you, how should they reach you?
757-903-2127.
All right. Thank you very much, Dan Joss. Money Talks is a weekly program presented for the listener's benefit and entertainment. It is provided at no cost to the listener, and the ideas, opinions, and comments are not to be construed as legal advice, tax advice, investment advice, or other advice specific to the listener. Listeners are encouraged to seek the advice of a licensed professional or other qualified party when dealing with financial, legal, tax, medical, investment, insurance, taxidermy, plumbing, electrical, carpentry, real estate, chiropractic, veterinary, oral hygiene, hot air ballooning, etc. We have given you some food for thought. Now, call a licensed professional such as Dan Joss at 757-903-2127. Thanks for listening, and remember, failing to plan is planning to fail.